Hello everyone. Today we'll be creating contact form. So we'll be using the dummy API as well. So the stack that we are using for this project is HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So let's start with writing the HTML, right? Creating the HTML. I'll just create HTML file named index.html. Sorry. I'll also create style file style.css. So initially what I'll do is I'll just create a basic HTML template and I'll just change the title to contact form, right? So this is one thing. Let's start. Also, let's link the style sheet and give the path style.css. So let's start writing the HTML. So I'll just consider the parent div and I'll give the class name as container. Next, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking one h2 tag and I'll just give contact us. So next I'll create one more div. So I'll give class name as form group, right? Next, I'll be making use of the label. I'll just give name. Inside that, we'll consider the input tag. Type will be text. Sorry. 1 second. ID, I'll just give name. Also, I'll just give name as name itself. And this is required. So, I'll just give required. Why we means we have to write something in the input tag and the name. So this is required. And sorry, I'll just miss something. Just place the label over here. Sorry. Label here. So after this, I'll just copy paste the same thing. We have 3 fields. One is name, email and message, right? So I'll just copy paste twice. So here, instead of name, I'll be changing this one to message. Sorry, this is not message. This will be email. And type also, I'll give it to email. ID email. Name also, I'll be giving it to email. So next, for message, just give message. Sorry. Message. Here, I'll just delete this line. What I'll do is, I'll make use of text area, right? Instead of input. So text area, name, I'll give it as message. And I'll also take ID, just give it as message itself. sorry, and let's delete the columns, and I'll just keep the rows 5 instead of 10. I'll just make it to 5. This is one thing. After this, we'll just create one button. So I'll just give type of submit. I'll name the button submit. So this is one thing. I forgot one thing. After H2, I wanted to make use of form tag, right? I'll just delete the action and I'll give the ID of contact form, and after button, I'll be pasting the form. Here we are closing the form. So after form, we'll be considering div ID. I'll be giving success message. Also class name I'll be given hidden. So also we'll give message sent, just write successful. And also I'll just copy paste the same thing. Instead of success, I'll just make this one error message. Class will be hidden itself. Instead of message sent successfully, let me give an error occurred. Please try again later. Just keep this one. So this is it for the HTML. I'll just format it once. So this is it for the HTML. So let's start writing the CSS, right? So initially what we'll be doing is, I'll just be copying this one. We'll be writing the styles for the container. Paste here. Max width I'll be taking 500 pixel. Margin of 50 pixel. And I'll just give auto over here. Padding of 20 pixel. Border I'll just give 1 pixel. Solid and color CCC. Also border radius I'll just take 5 pixel. Sorry. Next, we'll be writing style for form group. Just copy this one. I'll just give margin bottom of 20 pixel. Next, we'll be styling label. So I'll just give display block, margin bottom of 5 pixel, right? Then we'll be styling for input. I'll just give type equals text. Also input type equals email, right? Both the inputs, and also the text area. For this one, I'll just give width of 100%, padding of 10 pixel, border of 1 pixel, solid, CCC, right? Also, border radius of 5 pixel. Next, we'll style for the button. Just copy paste. Padding, I'll just be giving 10 pixel, 20 pixel, horizontally and vertically. And background color, I'll be giving 007 BFF. Color, I'll be taking FFF. Border, I'll just give none. We don't need border. Border radius, consider 5 pixel. Also, cursor pointer. So, this is it for the button. Let's write styles for the header. So, I'll just give display none for this. Also, let's write for this success message, right? ID we have took. So, I'll be making use of hash and along with success message. For the success message, we are giving color green. And for the error message, I'll just copy this one. And just give color red. I also want to import one more thing. I just want to make use of the Poppins font. For that, what I'll do is, I'll just open this one browser and I'll just search for Poppins. So I'll just click on the get font, get embed code, import. So I'll just copy this one. I'll paste over here. So, and just consider body and just make use of font family, Poppins, and the secondary font I want to choose is sans serif. Also, I'll be giving background color of black and color I'll be giving white. So just format this once. Just format this once as well. So what I have done is, I have installed an extension called Live Server. What this does is, whenever we make some changes in the HTML, right, it will automatically get reflected on the browser. So in the browser, sorry. It will be a great help. You can install it as well. And we can right click and click on the open with live server. So our contact us form for now look like this, right? So with the help of the JavaScript, what we are doing is, we'll be considering one dummy API, so that whenever with some dummy API with some endpoint, and whenever I click on this, it has to we have to make sure that everything will be filled here, email, name, as well as the text area. When I click submit, if everything goes right, I have to get the message sent successfully. If an error occurs, right, then an error occurred, please try again later, has to be shown. So that we'll be doing with the help of JavaScript. For that, what I'll do is, one second, So I have done one mistake. So here label name we have not given, I think. So I'll just give sorry, where is label? Yeah, just give name here, email here, also message here. So now let's check once again. Yeah, this works perfectly. So let's start writing the JavaScript code, right? For that one, I'll be creating JavaScript file index.js, and I'll be include this file using script tag. So, 1 second. Yeah. So see, I'll just give index.js. So I'll just move this one to right side. Let's start writing the JavaScript code, right? So initially what we'll do is, we will add an event listener to the form submit event, right? So I'll just comment it out. Let's add an event listener to the form submit event. How we can do? I'll just make use of document dot get element by ID. Make use of 1 second ID contact form, right? Just copy this one, just paste it here, and I'll attach the event listener. Just give submit. I'll call the function. So next what we'll be doing is, we just have to prevent the default form submission behavior, right? So for that one, we'll be making use of prevent default function. So I'll just comment it out and write prevent default form submission behavior. For that one, I'll just call event. Just pass the parameter event in the function, so I can make use of it here. Event dot prevent default. So now let's get the form data. For that one, I'll just make use of the variable form data equals new form data of, I'll just give this. Next, let's give the dummy API endpoint, right? Let me just comment it out and write first. API endpoint. Let's consider search for the JSON placeholder API. Sorry, not this one. Just search for JSON placeholder. Click on the first one. So we'll click on the post. So let's copy this one. What we'll be doing, I'll just be taking the variable name, API URL. I'll just be giving it here. Also, next step what we have to do is, we have to send the form data to the dummy API, right? Using fetch, we can do that. I'll just comment it out and write. We'll just send the form data to the dummy API using fetch API. We'll make use of fetch. For that, I'll just use fetch. Just copy this one. They'll just paste here. Method will be making use of as post. Post is nothing but we will create, right? For the create operation, we'll make use of post usually. And the body, I'll just copy this one, form data, just paste this one. So, okay. This is it. Then we have to handle the response from the server, right? Just comment it out and write handle the response from the server. For that, what we'll be making use of, either we can make use of try catch or then catch. So you know the error handling mechanism. What does then do is, like, it allows the code block to run, and catch, it allows the code block to catch the error. So I'll be just making use of then. I'll just give a response. So here, first step, what we'll be doing, right? If response is okay, means if the status code 201, then we'll show the success message, right? For that one, I'll just write if response is okay, status code 201, then I'll just show the success message. If response or status that is equal to 201, then what I'll be doing, I'll be making use of document dot get element by ID. I'll be making use of success message, right? I'll just make use of this one. I'll just copy and I'll paste. So I'll just make use of class list, remove, hidden. Then I'll be giving document dot get element by ID. I'll just make use of error message dot class list. What will be adding? Hidden. One thing, I'll be giving document dot get element by ID. Just make use of the contact form again. This time, I'll just make use of reset. So this is one thing. And after this, what we can do, like, we can make use of catch to catch the error. I'll just give error. I'll just make use of console log, or you can make use of console error. I'll just give error. Also error. Let me take the variable name. Error message. I'll just give it as an error occurred while sending the request. You can give anything. We'll be making use of document dot get element by ID. I'll just make use of the same thing, error message. I'll be giving error message over here. We're making use of text content, and I'll give the value error message. Again, I'll be making use of document dot get element by ID. Same thing, error message. I'll just copy and paste the same thing. Class list, remove, right? I'll just copy the hidden. Same thing. Again, I'll be making use of document dot get element by ID. This time, I'll make use of success message. Class list, add, I'll be giving hidden. So this is it for the JavaScript. That I'll just format it once. Just go to the index.html and I'll click with open with live server. So I'll just close 1 second. Yeah. If we don't give anything and if we press on the submit button, then it will ask for please fill out this field. Why it is giving means we have given a required in the input field, right? For that reason. Suppose I'll give Manu Bharadwaj BN. I'll just give test something and I'll write something. So I'll just press submit. Sorry, something is wrong. So yeah, sorry, I mistakenly pressed F11. So when I press this one, we are getting message sent successfully. So let's check F12 and let's go to the network tab. One second, we'll just check the console. Yeah. So what I'll do is, I'll just refresh once. So name I'll give Manu. Email I'll just give message, some random message I'll give. I'll just press submit. So we'll click on the post. So we are getting the API. So we'll go to the header and we are getting the status code 201 created. So everything is working perfect. So here we are getting the message as well, message sent successfully. So everything is working perfect. So this is it, guys. Thanks for watching.